Selamat malam teman-teman semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you udah sempetin waktunya untuk nyimak di kick off Free Cloud Challenge Indonesia yang diselenggarakan oleh Alibaba Cloud dan juga CodePolitan. Nah, di sesi ini merupakan sesi peresmian launchingnya Free Cloud Challenge Indonesia dan juga sesi di mana kita akan menjelaskan secara rinci apa yang perlu dilakukan di Free Cloud Challenge Indonesia ini. Nah, di sini ada 3 orang yang representatif dari Alibaba Club, ada Steve Wang, ada Darlene, dan JCU. Mereka akan sharing beberapa hal terkait tentang Alibaba Cloud dan juga challenge-nya itu sendiri. Dan teman-teman bisa mengajukan pertanyaan di Slido dan juga pertanyaan di chatroom kalau misalnya mau di chatroom. Dan tidak perlu khawatir, bisa dengan bahasa Indonesia saja. Nanti kita bantu jelaskan dan juga bantu menjawabnya. Gitu. So, let's start with teaser, but I will introduce myself. My name is Singgi. I'm CMO from CodePolitan. And I'll start to share YouTube teaser if anyone can ever share the video. Okay. Wani, is it you or I will the one to share?
Maybe you can share it.
Okay, wait a second, because it's both, maybe.
Yes.
Takutnya bentrok ya, tunggu ya. Oke, teman-teman, kita mulai dengan teasernya terlebih dahulu. Silakan disimak. Bisa di mute dulu, Wani. Oke, itu teasernya. Kalau teman-teman mau nonton lagi, silakan kunjungi, cari aja YouTube ya, Free Cloud Challenge teaser. Oke, kita lanjut dengan sesi berikutnya. Akan ada penjelasan mengenai Free Cloud Challenge itu sendiri, dan juga mungkin dilanjutkan dengan detail Alibaba Cloud dan juga demo bagaimana cara berpartisipasi di Free Cloud Challenge. Nah, yang pertama yang akan menyampaikan informasi yaitu Pak Steve Wang. Beliau adalah Community Operation Manager dari Alibaba Cloud International. So, please welcome Steve Wang, and can you can start to share the information.
Yeah. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, clearly.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Singgi. So, yeah, this is Steve Wang speaking. So I'm based in Beijing, and I'm developer marketing and doing developer marketing and community operation. So it's really great to have this Cloud Challenge with CodePolitan, and thank you all for supporting this great event in Indonesia. So by initiating this challenge, we hope that to empower developers, including the professionals and students developers in Indonesia, to build web solutions, websites, and other web solutions with Alibaba Cloud products. And also we hope that we can help you to build your career a little bit, to improve your technology capacity, and to get some credits from Alibaba Cloud, which can help you to step forward in your career. So the task is quite simple. Is that we hope that you can build a web solution website using Alibaba Cloud products. And in order to make this, we have a lot of supports and benefits to the participants, as well as multiple rewards for the winners. So let me share my screen to show some details about the benefits and prizes. In a moment. Wait a moment. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, can you see my screen? Yeah. So this is the rewards and benefits we are offering to participants and to winners. So for participants, we are offering free cloud servers, training sessions and certifications for all registered users. So if you once you register, you're gonna get the cloud server, free cloud server instance, and also you're gonna get 8 free Alibaba Cloud certifications with training sessions. So you can learn about how to use ECS, how to use OSS, and other Alibaba Cloud related products related to this challenge, related to building a website. And you can get like certification from Alibaba Cloud Academy. And also we're gonna offer e-certificate of participation to all participants with some qualified submissions, and we're gonna stay on the certificate that you have for the products. And also we are offering customized goodies with our cloud logos, very cool goodies for like early submissions. Participants with early submissions, if you submit early in the whole challenge, and even though you may not get become the final winner, you can get some goodies from Alibaba Cloud. And also we're going to provide rewards, multiple rewards for winners, cash rewards, Alibaba Cloud credits, and also customized merchandise, which value more than the early submissions. And also some other benefits, winner certificates, a reference letter for each winners. We're gonna say that you are proving you prove that you have ability capacity to build a very good, efficacious, functional web solutions with Alibaba Cloud products. And also global exposure. We're gonna invite you to submit your project information to Alibaba Cloud Project Hub, and then your project information will be displayed through Alibaba Cloud community blogs, through our social media. So your website will be promoted through Alibaba Cloud resources, which I think will be a great lift to your to get more traffic for your website. Yes, here are some details. You can just go through this part. First prize, 2 second prize, and 3 third prizes, and 10 special awards. So in total, 16 winners for this challenge. So we hope that you're gonna have a good journey in the challenge, and you're gonna become the winners of the challenge. So any questions, if you need any like special support during the whole challenge, you can contact like both of us, both Alibaba Cloud and CodePolitan for support. So yeah, this is my part. Let me give back to Cindy. Hi, thank you. I can't hear you.
Please wait.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so sorry. I forget to I mute the audio. So thank you, Steve, for your explanation about the prices and also the details for the events and the mission for the events also. So let's continue with Jesse. Jesse will explain further about the demo, how to use Alibaba Cloud, and also how to join the programs. Jesse is a senior product GTM and marketing lead at Alibaba Cloud. So please welcome Jesse. Can you share your screen?
Thanks, Cindy. Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Are you able to see my screen? I hope you're able to see my screen. Cool. Yes, I will quickly talk about what is Alibaba Cloud, what do we do in Indonesia, and then I'll move on to the demo. Steve mentioned the challenge is about to build a web application or website. Depends on your need. So I will show you how you can build a web application on Alibaba Cloud later on. So I will start with a quick introduction of Alibaba Cloud overall and Alibaba Cloud Indonesia. Particularly, I will mention about the training programs that we have. It's named Alibaba Cloud Academy in Indonesia, and then I'll move on to the demo. Hope you find the session insightful. So first of all, about Alibaba Cloud. Alibaba Cloud started its business in 2009. So it's in the middle here. And together with Double 11, if you're aware of the global largest online festival, Double 11. And then actually we started the same year. And along the year journey that Alibaba Cloud moved to international market since 2015. And right now we are actually the World Cloud Service Partner for Olympics as well. And so in terms of the infrastructure, right now we have 21 regions globally, 63 availability zones, and actually it's more than 3,000 CDN nodes as per the latest updates. So we have presence in 70 countries. So particularly for Southeast Asia, here, if you can look at my mouse here, is we have data centers in Malaysia, in Singapore, and Indonesia, Jakarta. And then move on to the product overview. So actually we have very full-fledged cloud services, including the basic IaaS part that is composed of compute, storage, network. And then on the PaaS part, platform as a service, we do have database, big data, security, etc., AI, IoT, and then on the application layers, there are middlewares and also the different type of management tools, monitoring tools, communication tools, etc. So today, the challenge for this program actually focus on is compute. And in compute, for the compute family, actually, this is the largest product family for Alibaba Cloud. And we have many different types of cloud servers that starting from the basic to advanced. And we also have the EHPC, high performance compute, and also apart from the servers, and on top of servers, we also provide container services, including the Alibaba Cloud Kubernetes container service for Kubernetes, and also container registry, etc., that you can actually build a website, a container-based server, and also you can use serverless. Now, why we have function compute is a serverless technology, etc. So there are many different type of servers, but the ones we are going to introduce actually is not listed here, is a basic ones for today. And then for networking part, so once you have your servers set up, then you move on to networking to set up your the network VPC, etc. And storage is actually usually embedded. For example, the SSD, etc., is embedded when you are making the purchase for the server. So that is the basic ICE part. I think we are, as Steve mentioned, the object of the challenge is to encourage, to motivate the Indonesian developer community teams to leverage the cloud computing and implement, fulfill your ideas into digital. So today we start from basic ICE, and moving forward, once you build your knowledge, you build the basics foundations, and then we can move up to even optimize your web applications. For example, optimize database you're running based on different type of data you are collecting, structured data, unstructured data, and also after you are getting more and more data, then what are you going to leverage different type of big data tools and to further do some AI and analytics requirements, right? And then could be the IoT as well. So there's going to be different type of optimizations and further use case. So I hope from this challenge, you learn the basics first, and then we can move up. That's about the product overview. Here comes to the Alibaba Cloud Indonesia. So Alibaba Cloud in Indonesia, we have been the 4th year in Indonesia. We launched the first data center in 2018 and the second data center in January of 2019. And we are going to launch the third data center in May 2021. So it's just gonna another few months. And that's our journey in Indonesia. So we have thousands of customers in Indonesia, especially local customers across many different industries. And we also build the ecosystem in Indonesia. We have over 100 partners across the system integrators, resellers, distributors, ISVs, MSPs, CSPs, etc. And we ran a lot of trainings online. In the COVID period, all the trainings moved online, so regular trainings to build the talent for the local community, and then we grow our business the triple digit every year on year. So just want to highlight in terms of training community and certifications. So we do have Alibaba Cloud Academy. That's the website is edu.alibabacloud.com, and there are many free online courses. And we also some of the certification based courses also available on Coursera. And then once you can learn you do some online learnings, you can move on hands-on labs. So we do have LabX labs as well. And in terms of the professional certifications, we have 3 layers: ACA, ACP, and ACE, and they are available in different topics, including cloud computing, big data, security, cloud native, etc. And the last but not least, communities. We do run a large communities on DingTalk. This is a communication application developed by Alibaba Group. And then we right now have more than 2,000 members, and feel free to join us, join the communities and exchange with our community members. So that's pretty much, so this is all customers I'm going to skip. So these are many of some of our key customers in Indonesia. So that's a quick introduction of Alibaba Cloud and Alibaba Cloud Indonesia. Then I will move on to talk about about this challenge, the demo. So before I start the demo, I'll quickly go through the things you need in order to build a website. So first of all, you need a domain name, right? So your domain, so it should be yoursite.com or abc.com. So that depends on sometimes it's your company name or maybe activity name, right? And then so in terms of domain, for this challenge, there are 2 options. One is you bring your own domain. If you already purchased a domain, you have a domain available. That's easy to set up, in our Alibaba Cloud server. And second, if you don't have a domain yet, and you need to purchase a domain on alibabacloud.com, and then the setup is going to be quite easier. And right now we have the promotion for the .com domain is starting from $3.5 only. And that's about domain. And then second is about website hosting. So this is comes to the cloud server part. So once you have the domain, then you need a server to host the domain, right? That's the that comes to the package for the website, a very basic website. And here you also have options like what Steve mentioned. We do have the free trial cloud server. That's the low end basic basic configurations of the server. One usually is starting from very low specs, and then you also but for this cloud server it's called ECS, Elastic Compute Service, and then we have two types available that I can show you. And then the second option is purchase simple application server, starting from $3.5 per month. This simple application server actually is a one-stop kind of package for you to start your website. So then you don't need to do many of the settings if you the same settings you have done for the ECS. So later I will do a small demo as well. And third one is the WordPress. So here we use the WordPress. So it's a free and commonly used website platform. And then you can use the free version for your personal website, such as blog, and you can also upgrade to paid version on WordPress.com for some advanced layout and customization. So that's a kind of very simple steps for you to fulfill the journey. Of course, as we encourage innovation, we encourage you to make it more localization or customization, right? And then have your own idea. So this one is very basic. As I mentioned, it's going to be very basic. The demo today is going to be very basic. You can feel free to use serverless, feel free to use container, right, to run websites. And I will, as I mentioned, there are different ways for you to set up the server in Alibaba Cloud. I will go through the two ways. One is apply a cloud server with free trial, and the second is using the simple application server, and you can see the difference as well. So for apply a cloud server with free trial, and the number one, you need to register an account on Alibaba.com. And then when you register your account, and you need to do the verifications on both email and your mobile phone numbers. And after that, you also need to indicate whether you are a personal user or corporate user, right? And then you need to attach the payment terms. Although you're gonna probably do the free trial, but still the payment method, for example, the credit, right now we support credit card and PayPal, so you can have the details there. Then you are all set for start the journey on the free trial. So that let me stop here the slides and then go back to the demo. Then I will share my application here. Share screen. And okay, I need to share my entire screen here. Are you able to see? Looks like it's a bit more. Okay, let me probably go to the other side. Let me share screen and then share my application window. That will be easier. Okay, and then if you come over to this website, you're able to see my page sharing, right? So here is a page that I just finished a account registration. So I don't want to spend too much time here. So that's why I did an account registration before the webinar. So once you finish the account registration, actually you already see the free trial button here. And also there is a free trial button on the right top corner as well. You can click either one. Okay, here comes the free trial, and for individuals and for enterprises, right? There are two different parts. So for individuals, the choices are less, and the coupon is less as well. So here comes to the first one. Actually is the one that we're going to use. So you have Elastic Compute Service, ECS, and there are two types of ECS available. And then one is the first one is one called 1 GB memory, 2 core 2 GB memory. So the first one is available for 12 months, and the second one is only 3 months. So if you are running a website not very high traffic, and you can actually just pick up this one. So today I'm gonna just use this one. 1 core, 1 GB, and 40 GB ultrasound SSD disk. So it's already in that, and 1 Mbps internet bandwidth. This is the network. And click trial now. Okay, here is you can pick up the regions, right? So we have Indonesia, Jakarta here. And then this is the instance type, ECS.T5-IC, IC1M1.small. And then by default, 40 GB SSD disk. And then this is 1 Mbps internet. Oh, here are operation systems. So if, for example, we're gonna do a WordPress simple ones, so you can go to WordPress this LAMP Ubuntu 16, or there is another one, CentOS. So anyone will do. So for the purpose of demo, I just choose this one, Ubuntu, and I click I read, and then here's. Once you click try now, and your instance will be set up. So that's all. You don't have options for making options of disk, making options of data traffic, etc., because this one is a free trial. And here the disk, you can have 2 types, it's SSD or ultra cloud disk, that's up to you, but all free. And if you purchase a ECS, right, then they do have options, different options for you to match the storage and network. But right now it's all by default. So you just click right now. And in progress, just please wait. Just wait for a while. It takes a few seconds. I think this is a message is fine, so you don't need to worry, just close it. And then next step is go to, on the top, you see a console, and just click here. And then just wait for the console to activate the server you have purchased just now. Let me just, okay, because this one's a new account. I never do any kind of setup yet. This is completely new. And let's go to click here, and you can see all this, all the products here. But the first come to is ECS, right? It's the Elastic Compute Services. You can click. And then it will show you the dashboard on how many instances available and where they are hosting, etc. Okay, takes a few seconds. You're heading to Indonesia, Jakarta Management Console because I do have a server there. Okay, so you can see one ECS instance here. And it's gonna query for the details. Here's the details, right? And here's this is details, and then you just click, and you will see the details. So this is which means you already have the server running. Hold on, take some time. Okay, this is instance. And then the next steps is you need to set up Apache, set up the database, etc. So it's all because you only buy a server, so you need to set up all the snapshot, everything on your own, right? And here is you can change the name here, the instance name, and then here is the public IP. So here's public IP, and how do you run is so you need to make change on the so here I want to tell you about the domain. If you have a domain available, and you can just update the public IP domain, this IP, to the previous domain that you are hosting. Just update the DNS will do. then the domain will be migrating to this IP. And then let me go back to my PowerPoint. I'm gonna skip the next few slides because I do have the tutorial that you can actually refer to. Hold on, let me stop sharing here, and then I go back to my slides. Okay, go back to my slides. Sorry. So that just now what I demo is how to activate your the server that you choose for free trial, and so here I also attach. Here I also actually attach the links here you can refer to later. So when it comes to domain, there are two ways, as I mentioned. So one is you buy a domain on Alibaba Cloud. So here is the website you can buy the domain, and then however there is no free trial for domain. You need to pay for the domain starting from $3.5 for .com, and then DNS will be automatically resolved. A second one is you need to you bring your own domain by updating IP address. As I mentioned just now, you can see the public IP address, and you can update the domain in your previous DNS and change the value, change the IP address. Then your domain will be moved to the site. And then you need to complete the setup of database, network, and Apache, etc. with Ubuntu guide. So Ubuntu is open source, so there are many tutorials available. You need to run the command, right? I believe you guys. I'm not too sure whether you guys are able to, but it's you need to run the command. Here I attached the guide and step by step, and then you can set up your website. Right, this is one way. Another way is, let me quickly go, is purchase a simple application server. So this one is gonna be much easier. I would say much easier than the previous one. But previous one, you have to follow the Ubuntu tutorial to set up everything. But for this one, actually, it's a simple application server is a integrated kind of a start package for the starters. So you don't need to set up the Apache database. It's all by default. But the disadvantage is that you don't have the choice, right? Usually some developers, they probably have their own choice for database, either go for MongoDB or go for MySQL. But here actually it's by default MySQL, right, etc. So here is the steps. So first of all, same thing, you register account, and then you can look for, in the console, you can look for simple application server. And then there is the price. I attached the pricing here. So it's starting from $3.5 per month, and for basic specs, and same when it comes to domain, it's the same thing. So if you have one, you just bring your own one, and if you don't have, then purchase one. And then number 5, I think the difference is number 5. Number 5. So after you finish the purchase of SAS, simple application server, you can see on the right side. This is the page for simple application server. You click the application details, right? Application details, and then you will see a very simple steps to finish the setup for WordPress. And you can have your domains as I mentioned here. If you have one, then you can bring your own domain setup here, right? And firewall, you don't need to worry too much. And then that's all about it. So that's you're all done for snapshot. If you don't need a backup, so you don't need to set up for now as well. So this one is, I would say, is much easier. You don't need to run the command, right? You just a few clicks, and then your website is up. So that is, the two ways, and I also attach some useful documentations blogs, and for you to also follow, you can walk through and see whether they are useful. And specifically for number 3, so just now what I demo is a very basic ECS servers, and you can also apply advanced technology like container serverless, and we do have a blog that you can go through, and will help you to understand how to apply the container and serverless technology in the website application. So that's pretty much my session. Thank you so much for your time. And if you have any questions, you can leave your questions in the chat box. Thank you. Back to you, Singi.
Okay, thank you, Jessie. Great explanation. Also, the introduction how to use the Alibaba Cloud services from ECS. And buat teman-teman semua, setelah ini saya dan Darlin akan mulai menjelaskan lebih rinci mengenai challenge-nya itu sendiri dari apa yang sudah dijelaskan Mas Steve dan Jessie, dan juga bagaimana cara kita menggunakan bukan cara menggunakan, disebutnya tuh cara menyelesaikan challenge-nya itu sendiri. Karena kenapa ini kita sebut challenge? Karena tidak hanya kita diminta untuk submit website, tapi kita akan ajak teman-teman semua yang ikutan untuk bisa mendapatkan poin. Gitu. Highlight-nya di sana. Jadi upaya yang dilakukan itu bukan hanya dilihat dari seberapa hebat website-nya, tapi dari seberapa serius teman-teman berkontribusi untuk mengumpulkan poin-poin tersebut. Gitu. Oke, ini ada yang share screen? Siapa yang share screen? Is it you, Darlene, or Wani?
Wani.
Okay. Before we continue with Q&A, let's discuss more details about the challenge itself. Okay. So, Darlene, will you explain more first, or let's start together?
Sure, maybe Pak Singgi bisa dibantu dengan explain untuk challenge-nya sendiri, nanti saya akan bantu dengan benefit-nya.
Oke, boleh.
Thank you.
Oke, ya. Kita lanjut dengan challenge-nya itu sendiri. Jadi teman-teman yang sudah akses website-nya sebetulnya bisa membaca informasinya lebih rinci di sana. Tapi saya coba ulas kembali di sini apa saja informasi yang perlu teman-teman perhatikan untuk ikutan challenge Recloud ini. Oke, sudah terlihat?
Belum.
Sekarang gimana? Sudah terlihat?
Masih loading.
Oke, saya share screen layar website dari Recloud ID. Apakah sudah mulai terlihat, teman-teman?
Oke, sudah.
Oke, thank you. Nah, ini kita kasih tagline Biggest Virtual Cloud Challenge in Indonesia karena awal 2021 ini. Untuk Challenge Cloud Services, tadi Jessie juga sudah menjelaskan sebetulnya website tidak terbatas aplikasinya atas website biasa, tapi kalau misalnya teman-teman menggabungkan dengan teknologi lain tidak dibatasi. Gitu. Yang jelas websitenya tetap di-host di ECS. Gitu. Dan salah satu misi utama dari Recloud ini tadi sudah dijelaskan juga bahwa Recloud ini mengupayakan kita untuk biasa menggunakan cloud services dan juga di-provide dengan konten-konten belajar dan juga sertifikasi dari Alibaba Cloud dan juga CodePolitan. Teaser sudah kita lihat bersama. Tema utama kita adalah Enabling Happiness and Productivity at Home. Ini dibuat sangat general sekali. Jadi banyak kategori yang bisa teman-teman gunakan untuk utilize dari tema tersebut. Gitu. Kategorinya ada banyak juga, website apa saja, blog, bisnis, media, commerce, landing page, portfolio, wiki, atau komunitas, e-learning, atau online course, game, entertain, portal, productivity, atau utilities, dan others. Jadi kalau teman-teman misalnya, aduh aku nggak masuk salah satu semua ini, silahkan pilih yang others saja. Gitu. No worries. Dan total hadiah sebetulnya lebih dari 10.000. Ini kita akan update segera. Dan di sini akan terdapat, tadi sudah dijelaskan juga oleh Steve, akan ada sekitar 6 pemenang. Pemenang dengan tingkat juara pertama itu ada 1 orang. Pemenang dengan tingkat kedua, prize-nya itu ada 2 orang. Dan pemenang tingkat 3 dengan prize yang level 3 itu ada 3 orang. Dan 10 pemenang favorit juga akan mendapat benefit dari credits dan merchandise-nya. Jadi pemenang yang 6 orang itu akan juga mendapatkan cash. Nah, jadi tidak hanya credits ya, jadi jangan khawatir. Tetap ada cash-nya dan juga credits-nya untuk di Alibaba Cloud. Kemudian tantangannya apa aja? Nah, inilah dimulai dengan challenge-nya itu sendiri. Yang pertama, teman-teman posting di sosial media. Teman-teman juga bisa melakukan posting sosial media ini sesuai dengan instruksi ketika melakukan pendaftaran. Gitu. Jadi salah satu persyaratan untuk teman-teman untuk ikutan adalah pertama, buat dulu akun di Alibaba Cloud dan aktifkan ACS-nya. Teman-teman bisa aktifkan sebagai pelajar dan juga aktifkan sebagai profesional atau karyawan. Jadi memang diberikan kelulusan khusus bagi pelajar mungkin yang tidak punya KTP dan tidak punya rekening bank atau kartu kredit untuk mengaktifkan dengan status pelajarnya. Dan itu ada petunjuknya yang bisa teman-teman lihat di sini. Jadi kita buatkan juga bagaimana cara mengaktifkan akun teman-teman sebagai pelajar tanpa memasukkan kartu kredit. Tapi buat teman-teman yang sudah profesional itu akan dimudahkan. Meskipun tadi juga Jesse sudah ingatkan bahwa meskipun dimasukkan itu hanya sebagai data saja, bukan sebagai pembayaran karena tidak dikenakan bayaran apapun di sini ya untuk ikutin challenge-nya. Kecuali teman-teman mau beli domain di Alibaba Cloud silahkan, atau misalnya teman-teman mau beli domain di luar itu biaya sendiri nantinya gitu. Tapi untuk keseluruhan lomba ini tidak ada biaya sama sekali gitu, bahkan mendapatkan hadiah gitu justru. Dan kita lanjut dengan challenge kedua. Setelah teman-teman daftar ACS-nya buat di sini dimasukkan datanya, nanti akan diminta pelajar, maka akan diminta screenshot akun utama yang ada contohnya di sini dan screenshot akun pelajar. Jadi akun pelajar nanti teman-teman upload KRS sama upload KTM gitu. Kartu tanda pelajar, kartu tanda pelajar atau kartu tanda mahasiswa nanti akan didapatkan aksesnya untuk akun dan juga ACS free-nya selama 1 tahun gitu. Dan ada juga ketika teman-teman berhasil daftar di sini, ketika teman-teman berhasil daftar di sini, teman-teman akan langsung dapat yang namanya voucher belajar di Alibaba Cloud Edu dan sekaligus voucher untuk melakukan sertifikasi di setiap course-nya itu. Jadi sertifikasinya level Alibaba Cloud Edu ya. Jadi teman-teman dimanapun teman-teman berada, ketika teman-teman sudah menyelesaikan hal itu di salah satu course-nya manapun, teman-teman akan mendapatkan sertifikat digital dan juga teman-teman bisa submit di pendaftarannya di saat sertifikat submission. Ketika teman-teman register dan lakukan Vbond, teman-teman akan mendapatkan 500 poin ketika register aja gitu ya, dan dapat ACS free dan juga dapat voucher belajar dan juga sertifikasi di Alibaba Cloud plus voucher belajar di CodePolitan. Jadi ketika teman-teman daftar itu langsung diaktifkan membership selama 3 bulan untuk belajar gimana cara membuat web dari mulai aplikasi web, landing page sampai HTML games, HTML5 gamesnya gitu. Jadi kita buat satu pad untuk teman-teman pelajari. Nah, di sini juga ada guidance yang tadi sempat dijelaskan oleh Jasi. Kita bantu untuk buat lebih rinci lagi. Teman-teman misalnya baru pertama kali menggunakan VM, kita akan guidance. Di sini teman-teman bisa tonton secara satu persatu bagaimana cara setup servernya, transfer datanya, baik itu server clean OS-nya doang atau sampai WordPress-nya, Apache PHP-nya sampai ke MySQL-nya gitu, kalau dibutuhkan. Dan ada di sini juga caranya. Dan juga cara untuk aktifkan vouchernya, kalau teman-teman bingung, ada juga panduannya di sini nantinya gitu. Ketika teman-teman daftar, teman-teman akan mendapatkan WhatsApp dari tim CodePolitan dan di sana teman-teman akan ikuti, akan mendapatkan vouchernya dan aktifkannya seperti apa. Ada videonya dan juga ada linknya. Seperti itu. Kemudian pendaftaran berikutnya, tantangan berikutnya adalah teman-teman bisa submit website sebanyak mungkin. Ya. Jadi website teman-teman di saat submission challenge ini bisa upload sebanyak mungkin. Meskipun teman-teman punya satu ICS, teman-teman diperbolehkan menggunakan vhost. Terus gimana caranya pakai vhost? Ada di sini juga. Bagaimana cara setup vhost-nya? Virtual host untuk multi-site gitu. Nah, teman-teman kalau nggak punya domain, tinggal beli domain di Alibaba Cloud. Ada yang harganya $0,01, itu sekitar $200. Dan tadi juga katanya ada promo yang .com itu sekitar $3 gitu, paling sekitar 50 atau 70 ribuan gitu ya. Dan itu dilakukan teman-teman terus-menerus publikasi websitenya, demokan ke teman-teman, nanti teman-teman submit websitenya dan juga promokan di sosial media. Di sana juga ada penghitungan jumlah love-nya. Sosial media yang kita maksud adalah di Instagram, teman-teman jelaskan berapa jumlah love-nya. dan kita akan hitung setelah acara submission ditutup tanggal 18 Februari. 1 minggu akan full penjurian dari sisi poin yang teman-teman lakukan dan penjurian dari juri expert yang akan menilai website yang teman-teman kirimkan untuk diikutsertakan di sini gitu. Nah, untuk lebih rincinya silahkan teman-teman tanyakan nanti di Slido, dan untuk benefit lebih rincinya lagi nanti dan juga prosesnya seperti apa kita akan dijelaskan oleh Darlin. Darlin, silahkan aku stop share dulu.
Sebentar, coba saya share screen dulu ya.
Oke.
Sebentar. Sambil menunggu mungkin sebelumnya teman-teman selamat malam. Terima kasih sudah meluangkan waktunya untuk mengikuti acara hari ini, dan juga terima kasih Pak Singgi sudah memberikan brief introduction for the challenge. Saya dari Valentine dan saya responsible for marketing event manager and based in Indonesia. Untuk sharing screen-nya aku akan lebih menjelaskan lebih detail mengenai rewards and benefits untuk mengikuti Recall Challenge ini. Sebelumnya, apakah screen saya bisa terlihat?
Oke, sudah cukup jelas kelihatan.
Oke. Untuk rewards and benefits-nya mungkin teman-teman biar lebih jelas dan lebih mengerti. Untuk benefit sendiri, bagi para partisipan akan mendapatkan free cloud servers, kemudian juga bisa mendapatkan training sessions, dan juga sertifikasi untuk para teman-teman yang sudah registered user. Kemudian untuk benefit kedua akan mendapatkan e-certificate untuk para participants yang sudah submit your web solutions as well. Dan juga yang terakhir teman-teman juga akan mendapatkan customized goodies atau swag untuk para teman-teman yang sudah submit early. Jadi dengan mengikuti Recall Challenge ini, bukan apabila tidak menjadi pemenang juga sudah mendapatkan benefit yang cukup menarik juga ya teman-teman. Kemudian untuk reward para pemenang, untuk totalnya bisa mendapatkan sebesar 5.500 cash rewards dan juga credits untuk rewards pemenang juga. Serta ada beberapa benefit lain yang bisa didapatkan seperti winner certificate, kemudian juga mendapatkan reference letter dari Alibaba Cloud sendiri, dan juga global exposure. Tadi pasti sudah membantu untuk menjelaskan global exposure itu seperti apa sih. Jadi apabila teman-teman menjadi pemenang Recall Challenge ini, nanti kita akan membantu untuk promote your web solutions on our social media platform. Jadi lebih expose dan juga project dan website teman-teman bisa lebih dikenal banyak orang juga dan bisa drive more traffic to you as well. Dan untuk next slide-nya mungkin lebih breaking lagi, lebih detail lagi untuk winners rewards details. Jadi kita ada total 16 pemenang. Jadi untuk pemenang yang pertama akan ada 1 pemenang. Kemudian pemenang kedua kita akan memilih 2 pemenang. Dan juga yang ketiga kita akan memilih 3 pemenang. Serta masih ada lagi special rewards untuk 10 pemenang. Jadi teman-teman ini benar-benar menarik banget sih acaranya. Apalagi kita baru masuk di tahun 2021. Dan ini jadi kayak lebih gimana, kita ingin membantu teman-teman juga. Dan aku tadi juga sempat lihat teman-teman mungkin takut bingung soal susah untuk registration dan juga ikut Recall Challenge, tapi nggak usah khawatir karena kita di sini emang mau membantu teman-teman semua. Dan tadi juga Pak Singgi sudah posting untuk step by step guide-nya juga. Jadi kalau misalnya masih belum jelas, kita of course masih siap untuk membantu teman-teman agar bisa lebih jelas dan lebih gampang untuk submit your web solutions.
Betul.
Ya, itu aja sih. Jadi teman-teman bisa membantu dan bisa fokus on enabling happiness and productivity at home seperti tema kita untuk Recall Challenge ini.
Ya, benar banget, Darlin. Dan teman-teman kalau misalnya tadi sepertinya Darlin juga sudah jelaskan bahwa tidak hanya kalau misalnya course ini tidak membantu masih kesulitan juga dengan mengikuti course dan juga dari AGAK ataupun dari CodePolitan, kita bisa Q&A, nanti ada forum Telegram untuk semua peserta. Jadi teman-teman kalau misalnya menghadapi kendala, kita bisa bantu untuk diskusi dan tanya jawab di sana gitu. Satu sama lain gitu bisa. Jadi tunggu apa lagi? Tinggal ajak teman-teman. Semakin banyak website yang teman submit, semakin besar peluangnya, dan juga semakin banyak teman-teman yang ikutan juga akan semakin memperseru semua kegiatan dari awal sampai akhir sampai Februari nanti. Gitu. Dan announcement pemenang dan juga closing event nanti tanggal 25 Februari, direncanakan untuk tanggal 25 Februari. Jadi segera submit, segera daftar, dan klaim merchandise 200 pertamanya tadi. Gitu. Oke. Kita lanjut dengan Q&A mungkin ya.
Iya Kang, di Slido itu.
Slido. Wani bisa tolong share kah as presenter Slido-nya? Iya.
Kelihatan nggak sih Kang?
Belum. Darlin, apakah kita saja yang menjelaskan atau nanti akan dibantu oleh Steve dan Jessie?
Mungkin boleh dibantu dengan Steve and Jessie, mungkin lebih jelas kali ya untuk ininya.
Oke, mungkin nanti ada pertanyaan yang mengait sana.
Iya.
Oke. Bisa as presenter ini share-nya atau gini aja bisanya? Oke, kita mulai dari paling atas dulu deh. Wow.
So here I can answer the question. So can senior high school students join the competition? So we have a student program that offer university college students to get a free ECS instance without credit card, but not for high school students because we are not currently we are not offer the student program cannot offer service to a student under 18, so we cannot offer service to high school students. So, but if you graduate to college and to join college or university, you can join this competition. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the clarification, Steve. So we cannot help for anyone who not ready or under 18 age. So you perhaps if anyone students and want to join, you can use your friend or maybe parents to activate the GS account.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with the first question. A significant competition of the advantage of Alibaba Cloud Services over Google Cloud. Okay, perhaps Steve or Jessie can answer these questions. It's not significantly technical about the cloud, but yeah.
Sure,
okay.
sure. Thanks for the question, Will. Very good question. So for Alibaba Cloud, we have been in Indonesia for, as I mentioned, in my part is 4 years. And we launched our first data in 2018. So right now, Indonesia region, I'm talking about Indonesia region only, that we have more than 100 products. If I'm not wrong, it should be 120 plus products available, right? Ranking from the very basic specs to the very high end specs, and even including the, as I mentioned, high performance compute, GPU as well. So as compared, I'm not saying that, I would say, so there's the competition always drives the innovation. So we embrace the competition. So we welcome all the cloud providers, and we can provide better service for Indonesia. So I would say we stand probably a little bit better in a way. For example, the product portfolio, we have the product categories or rich product categories. And the second one is the experiences in Indonesia. So since 2018, we launched the first center in January 2018. So it's like we have a collection of thousands of customers in Indonesia. So we are trusted or kind of know the Indonesian local customers very well. And number three, I would like to go for a little bit about pricing. So we are, if you compare the total spending, including the compute storage network and also database and other security, as well the holistic kind of spending, that we are definitely much more affordable than Google. So that's probably the three areas I can talk about.
Okay, thank you, Jessie. Is there any further point from Steve? Or is this enough?
Jesse, speak a lot about our advantages, but I just add one thing that for the pricing that currently for the competitions I think for the domains you cannot buy a cheaper domain anywhere else than here, because we offer $1 cent, so you cannot purchase a domain name cheaper anywhere else than on our cloud platform.
Okay, thank you. Let's continue with this next questions. Okay, biasa aku aja yang jawab ini. Rekaman nanti ada di channel YouTube CodePolitan, atau nanti juga di repost sama Alibaba Cloud Indonesia. Gitu. Oke, dan yang ketiga, apakah tadi sudah dijawab juga oleh Steve? Kalau untuk students program itu hanya di-provide untuk kampus. Tapi kalau teman-teman tetap mau ikutan, teman-teman bisa gunakan kartu kredit atau virtual debit card dari orang tua atau rekan teman-teman atau saudara yang sudah cukup umur untuk ikutan. Jadi silahkan, banyak caranya untuk ikutan. Apa benefit Alibaba Cloud? Oke, tadi udah dijelaskan juga oleh Jessie di bagian atas. So let's skip to the next questions. Do I have to use all the services from the Alibaba Cloud? For example, AGS from Alibaba to deploy the website and object storage using other providers. So in this case, Nuris want to use multiple providers on his solutions, websites. Is it acceptable or not?
Well, for this question, as I mentioned, if you have a domain, right, your own domain, then you can migrate your domain to for this project, right? You don't need to buy a new one. But if you don't have one, then probably you need to buy one. And for others, I'm not too sure how complex the web application you're going to build. If it's basic ones, I think it's mainly the free trial ECS, and then actually for storage is also embedded. So I think the basic ones will be enough, and you don't need to use all Alibaba Cloud services for sure. Yeah, but only the core services will do.
Okay. So at least Nuris ini cukup submit website hosting websitenya di ECS-nya. Kalau misalnya ternyata teknologinya menggunakan teknologi yang lain, dipersilahkan gitu. Tapi yang jelas hostingnya sudah di sana, websitenya lah juga di ECS-nya. Gitu. Oke, kita lanjut dengan pertanyaan berikutnya. Saya fresh graduate. Oke, sama seperti halnya tadi untuk pembayaran. Silahkan. Tadi juga ada pertanyaan di chat room. Untuk aktivasi akunnya bukan pembayaran ya, sebetulnya tidak dilakukan pembayar sama sekali untuk event ini gitu. Kecuali teman-teman beli sesuatu di sana. Nah, untuk AGS, untuk akunnya, teman-teman bisa aktivasi dengan virtual debit card atau credit card yang memang diterima untuk pembayaran Visa atau PayPal. Terus, ini aku kurang ngerti pertanyaannya apa. Kapan pengumuman verifikasi akun telah selesai? Oke, akun akan mulai diverifikasi esok hari karena kita nunggu peresmian malam ini, dan besok kita mulai pengecekan satu persatu akun yang teman-teman daftarkan di register linknya dan datanya, dan akan ada japrian dari tim CodePolitan untuk status verifikasi dan juga langsung diupdate gitu. Okay. Next question. Is it allowed to host backend service outside Alibaba Cloud as Heroku? Or can I use another data storage as Firebase? This is the same question actually. Anonymous. Okay, anonymous. Anyone want to answer?
Sure. Yeah. So for the question here, I'm afraid it's no. Because here, I know that Heroku also is a hosting kind of providers. So the basic, I would say, fundamentally, you should host your website on Alibaba Cloud. So this is so-called also the so-called backend service. And then number one is no, cannot. External data store file base. Well, for file base, also no. Yeah.
Okay, so it's prohibited, right? You need,
well, it's if you Steve, you can correct me if I'm wrong. So if you submit a project by using, like for example, it's not hosted on Alibaba Cloud, it's hosted on Heroku or others, and I'm afraid it's not gonna be qualified.
No qualified.
Yeah, it's not gonna be
right.
qualified.
So you need to host the website on Alibaba Cloud.
Yeah.
So I will add the next question actually. So if someone has a website and hosts in Alibaba Cloud services like HES, but for the image services he use like third-party services like we call emgbb.com. So they host the image there, but the website itself on HES, is that acceptable? Maybe he want to reduce the storage use on Alibaba Cloud for this challenge.
You mean the which? Sorry, can you say
like third-party image services hosting?
Image service hosting. Well, as long as Steve, as long as the cloud service on us is fine, right?
Yeah. So So actually, we encourage that all the because actually, we have that free trial offer for the OSS. You can have 5 gigabyte storage for free of the OSS, so you can store your images on OSS and get links. But if you have really like complex things, but of course your website should be hosted on ECS, but you really already have like a lot of but by the way, so you have some migration tools that help you to migrate your data to Alibaba Cloud. So we encourage you to use all Alibaba Cloud services. But I think one exception is that you have some services that are not offered from Alibaba Cloud, then you can use from other platform. That will be okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that's still okay, right? So yes, if someone wants to migrate their website to Alibaba Cloud, but it will be difficult if he need to change the image storage. In case of that.
Yeah, but we do support the migration. Yeah, so we do have also going to provide the free tutorials. I mean, the cloud certifications with online sessions, so you can learn how to migrate the data from other like platform to Alibaba Cloud.
Okay, thank you, Steve, for the explanation. Right, let's continue with the next question. Actually, the next question about the regulation is not really relevant, but if anyone wants to answer, it's okay. But if you want to skip it, it's okay also. Perhaps we will skip it, right? Because it is not relevant with the challenge from Anonymous about the bank local cloud server. Let's continue.
Sorry, can you repeat? Can you? Sorry, it's in Bahasa, so I'm not able to understand that. Can you?
So the question is about the regulation for local servers like ISO banking in Indonesia. So if services from government and also from bank in Indonesia need to have server local in Indonesia also. How is Alibaba? Is Alibaba able to do that to serve and comply with the regulation or not?
Yeah.
Since Alibaba have a local server in Indonesia.
Yes. So first of all, we have data center in Indonesia, and it complies with the local regulatory requirement, and then. We do have, we're able to provide the data center letter that's actually are acceptable for government officials and some industry specific government authorities such as OJK, Bank Indonesia, etc. And secondly, if government and public sectors, they are looking for private cloud, we do have the private cloud solutions as well.
Nice. Okay, I hope it's answered, Anonymous. Okay, let's continue with the next questions. Are we allowed to submit the website powered by open source public API, basically front ends only? Is it acceptable? So if anyone want to add not proprietary or not his or her create one, but you want to use third party from open source community, is it eligible to use or acceptable?
Yep, for open source API, the submissions through open source API, right? Yeah, I think it's acceptable.
Okay, confirm it. Continue with the next question. How if backend server libatkan on front end in by Firebase? Is it acceptable to use? Perhaps this is the same question, right?
Yeah.
Front end in another platform, but back end in Alibaba Cloud.
Front end. Well.
Front end client using Firebase and back end using Alibaba Cloud AGS. It's like a notification services or maybe push notification. Perhaps you want to create some web app mobile services.
But my understanding, Firebase actually is a database, if I'm not wrong. So I'm not too sure how it works. Maybe we can get back to them later. Steve, you can probably check, and then we can get back to them later. Probably we can write, we can have a notes like FAQ kind of, quick FAQ, and then we can list down which are the ones are qualified and which are the ones not qualified. So we take notes for the requirement for Firebase here.
Okay, so after kita akan nambah glossary FAQ-nya di website Recloud Challenge. Di sini juga sudah ada FAQ-nya yang bisa teman-teman baca di website Recloud Challenge ID. Coba aku share screen-nya. Oke, kita share screen lagi. Ya, di sini di bawah ada bagian FAQ yang bisa teman-teman baca di sini ya. Kalau teman-teman masih ada pertanyaan, teman-teman nanti daftar aja dulu. Dan juga nanti di sana akan kami add ke grup Telegram dan kita tanya jawab di sana untuk lebih cepat gitu ya. Terus tadi di Q&A juga ada pertanyaan, kalau payment method error, ada form yang bisa teman-teman teman-teman input yang udah di-share di chatroom s.id/ apa tadi tanya
RC.
Oke, di situ bisa teman-teman lampirkan kalau ada kendala yang teman-teman hadapi ya.
Iya.
Oke. Di sini juga ada FAQ-nya, bisa teman-teman pelajari. Apakah website tulis milik cloud? Misalnya tidak, website tetap milik pribadi dan teman-teman bisa cek lagi di sini. Dan perlu di-highlight buat teman-teman yang daftar sebagai profesional, diwajibkan saat submission, diwajibkan memiliki domainnya. Jadi tetap harus ada domainnya. Gitu. Baik itu dari domain yang teman-teman punya, maupun domain yang bisa teman-teman beli secara harga yang murah, $0,1 di Alibaba Cloud. Itu sekitar $200 yang domain XYZ. Dan at least itu jadi persyaratan aja untuk bisa teman-teman mengikuti submission. Tapi buat teman-teman yang misalnya pelajar dan memang dari segi budget belum memiliki hal tersebut meskipun itu $200, teman-teman bisa submit IP public address-nya dan juga free host-nya. Misalnya IP public address / website-nya apa gitu. Itu acceptable untuk students khusus gitu. Dan courses-nya juga disediakan dengan lengkap. Dan untuk pertanyaan-pertanyaan lainnya, mungkin nanti kita akan jawab di FAQ ya, dan juga di grup seperti itu. Oke, ada lagi kah pertanyaan dari teman-teman atau kita cukupkan sekian?
Kayaknya ada yang lagi typing, Kang Fariz.
Oke, silakan. Teman-teman bisa tanyakan di Slido atau tanyakan di chat room. Tapi kita coba batasi sharing kita sampai 2015 mungkin ya.
Ya. Paling sekarang share tentang timeline-nya saja ya, Kang.
Oke, boleh.
Bentar ya. Bentar, Kang.
Sudah berhasil, Wani, untuk share screen-nya?
Nah, ini. Udah bisa kelihatan ya, Kang?
Ya, sudah.
Oke. Jadi teman-teman, hari ini kan kita launching Recall Challenge Indonesia. Terus nanti setelah itu akan ada 2 workshop dan 2 webinar. Yang teman-teman bisa baca di sini. Nanti kita share juga materi workshop, siapa yang ngisi materi workshop dan webinarnya begitu. Jadi akhir dari submission ini di tanggal 18 Februari. Jadi teman-teman nanti masih bisa, misal teman-teman tanggal 27 udah submit tuh ya, submit websitenya. Sebelum tanggal 18 teman-teman bisa melakukan update di website teman-teman yang udah teman-teman submit gitu. Tapi setelah dari tanggal 18 itu di Judgment Week teman-teman udah nggak bisa lagi mengupdate website tersebut gitu. Kalau teman-teman update si websitenya teman-teman, nanti websitenya akan didiskualifikasi begitu.
Oke. Kita bisa bicara lagi tentang rules-nya gitu sebetulnya nanti. Oke, jadi diharapkan teman-teman closing website submission ini adalah batas waktu teman-teman bisa submit gitu. Apabila teman-teman nge-submit website baru setelah tanggal ini tidak akan diterima gitu. Dan pendaftaran akan ditutup untuk submissionnya. Jadi kita akan freeze submission website-nya untuk fokus penilaian di 1 minggu sampai tanggal 5 nanti, 25 nanti gitu. Jadi masih banyak waktu teman-teman update website-nya dan juga melengkapi challenge-nya karena penilaiannya untuk teman-teman menang itu bisa dikatakan 50-50, penjurian dan juga upaya yang bisa teman-teman lakukan. Gitu. Seperti itu. Ada lagi kah informasi yang mau disampaikan? Dari Wani?
Udah Kang, itu aja.
Oke, thank you Wani. Ini ada pertanyaan juga di grup, kita masih ada waktu 1 menit lagi. Ini, oke, untuk Umbu, tidak harus kampusnya kerjasama dengan Alibaba Cloud. Justru di sana akan terdaftar semua kampus yang ada di Indonesia, gitu. Kemudian terakhir register itu dilakukan sampai tanggal 18 Februari. Kamu bisa register dan juga submit. Jadi tidak ada batasan kamu kapan mau register. Tapi untuk mengklaim merchandise dan juga submission, lebih cepat, lebih baik kita lakukan submission dan juga register dari sekarang juga gitu. Dan untuk update website maksudnya adalah bila teman-teman ternyata websitenya mau ada pembaruan, ada konten yang baru kah, atau misalnya mau ganti teknologinya kah, atau misalnya mau dipercantik lagi, silahkan masih ada waktu seperti itu. Tapi untuk submission sudah tidak bisa dilakukan lagi dari tanggal 18 nanti. Seperti itu. Oke, mungkin itu cukup untuk pertanyaan dan juga untuk pertanyaan di sesi ini. Semoga teman-teman semua semakin semangat untuk ikutan challenge-nya Recloud Challenge Indonesia dari Alibaba Cloud dan juga CodePolitan. Dan memang dari awal pun sudah dapat benefit yang cukup banyak dari mulai premium course dari CodePolitan, sertifikasi dan juga course-nya dari Alibaba Cloud, sampai ke merchandise juga kalau teman-teman submit yang pertama gitu. Dan tidak perlu takut atau ragu website yang teman-teman punya, submit aja sebanyak mungkin karena penilaiannya itu dibagi dua dari juri dan juga dari upaya yang teman-teman lakukan gitu. Oke, cari tahu terus, pantengin terus channelnya CodePolitan dan juga channelnya Recloud di Twitter dan juga di Instagram. Pantengin juga websitenya yang terus diupdate informasinya. Dan juga bagi teman-teman yang register, kita lakukan diskusi dan pantengin informasinya di grup Telegram nanti. Akhir kata, thank you buat teman-teman semua. Thank you yang sudah hadir. Thank you untuk Wani, Jesse, Darlene, Edo, dan Steve. Semoga event ini, Recloud Challenge Indonesia, bisa memberikan pergerakan yang berbeda untuk komunitas developers dan juga pemilik website di Indonesia, sehingga mulai teredukasi dan terbiasa menggunakan cloud services dari Alibaba Cloud. Kita tutup sampai sekian, mungkin kita foto bareng dulu untuk presenter. Oke, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. See you on the next session at 18 atau 12, 27. See you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Stop the meeting. Bye-bye.